Day 5, recovery tools. Our body inherently craves movement. Even if you're not feeling the best, even if you're feeling sore, we crave movement. And especially if you're sore and you don't feel good a certain way, moving is really good. When you move, you actually release these endorphins, and especially if you kind of do a little workout, do something, even if you're sore, it's gonna create these really good endorphins for your body and set signals to your mind that you're gonna be fine, and send signals to your body that you want to move it, and so it's gonna be even more regenerative stuff going on, and it's just gonna release all of these feel good hormones. Even if you feel good and you move around, you're gonna feel even better by moving around because all these endorphins and all these things are moving around, and all these feel good hormones are being transferred, and all these healing processes are happening because you're moving. And it doesn't even have to be a workout. It could be a massage. It could be just moving a certain way. It could be just pumping blood somewhere. It could be something minuscule. It doesn't have to be the most craziest thing. It doesn't have to be a full-on workout. We just want to get you moving, because especially if you have a lower leg injury and you're able to do some stuff, most of your hormones are in your legs. So if you're able to move yourself and get these hormones more active in your legs, you're gonna feel better. Earlier I was actually doing some things and I was feeling a little flat. I was feeling like this. I was feeling like that. My ankles were like this, and I did some things. I feel pretty good because I woke up my body a little bit. I was feeling a little stiff, and I got those feel good hormones, and I got my body the tension down here. Like, okay, let's heal, let's feel better. Oh, let's moving. Oh, let's. I feel good, and all those good stuff. So it doesn't have to be crazy. We can get blood into these joints, ligaments, tissues, muscle in a subtle way. And so why is that important doing that? Well, imagine this. If I had a really big cut along my arm and it's pretty deep, what's going to happen first? What is the body going to do? Blood's going to come out. Your body sends out blood. So blood is the main healer of the body. That's what nutrients is. Blood gets literally pumped to your heart all around these arteries, all these veins and everything. This blood is the main nutrients of your body. That's what gets transferred everywhere. So if you're not feeling good from a certain spot and you're not really doing anything, there's not much blood going there. Yeah, your body's already subconsciously doing stuff for it without you doing it. But if you do something that pumps blood to an area consciously while your body's already working on it, it's like 2 times. Your body's going to be working even more to get yourself feeling better. And especially, like I said, if it's in your lower legs, you know, your body's already doing stuff for it, and then you're gonna feel good mentally, and then you're gonna have that blood even there. So it's almost like a little cheat code. You start to feel better mentally and physically, and your body's already doing things for it. So that's really beneficial for your body, mind, for knowing these things that actually get yourself blood, because that's the main healer of the body. So blood is very vital for recovery and just feeling good and having your body repair things. So in turn, icing shouldn't be a thing you do much. You could do it if you have a really acute injury and it's really hurting, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. Because think about this, if you're icing something, it's cold, right? And it freezes stuff, and then after you do it, you don't really like moving. It literally slows down the healing process. Because you hurt something and it gets inflamed and it gets hot, and like, yeah, you can move it, but then it kind of feels sticky, it feels weird. That's your body like telling yourself and everything in your body that, like, yo, this is something's going on here, let's fix it, so your body's working hard and having all these nutrients plugged up here, and that's why it's inflamed, because there's so many things going on there. That's like tissue that's trying to help it. But if you're icing and then you're getting the swelling down and then you're cooling down the body, which is slowing down the healing process because it's slowing everything down, like your blood working on it, it's literally going to be 2 times longer, if not longer. And it's going to be pretty frustrating, because I wish I was told that when I was younger, because I had this ankle injury that wasn't that bad, and then it turned into being pretty bad because I was just icing every day and thinking that was gonna be the best thing, going in the cold plunge, doing this, doing that, and all cold stuff. And little did I know, my body just wanted to actually heal myself. And my body actually wanted to send blood there. And if I actually knew some of these blood stuff and you had to send blood in there without hurting myself, I was gonna be in a much more better spot. I was probably gonna heal faster. I was probably gonna heal. I probably wouldn't even need surgery. So especially for a reoccurring injury, may not be the smartest thing, because I think ice is just masking the injury, gets you numb, and then once your body starts getting back, it starts to actually feel pretty ass, and then you're not really healing because you're doing this, and then you're taking all these pills, the anti-inflammatories, and you're popping all those pills, and then you're not actually doing anything for it. You're just like hoping this works, and then sleeping and being like, all right, should be good, you know, like and if you're doing that over and over and over again, you're not getting the results you want and the results that you're expecting, then you gotta change it up. And this is not just like my hypothesis or like what I'm thinking. Like Dr. Gabe Merkin, the guy who created rest ice compression, the RICE technique, he actually took this all back. In 2015, his first 4 steps are now movement, heat, vibration, and red light. They have nothing to do with ice. Movement, heat. Movement, heat. All that stuff promotes blood. Red light promotes blood, and vibration promotes feeling in the body, which is like acupuncture is kind of like that too. Like, well, you poke something so the body reacts like that. If something's moving like that's your body's gonna react to that. So Dr. Gabe Merkin doesn't even do ice rest compression anymore. He took it back in 2015, 2016. That was before my injury. That was a long time ago. But I guess the damage was already done, and all the physical therapists and all the people and my trainer still thought that was that was the latest stuff. But yeah, no. So Dr. Gabe Merkin, the man who created this, is not on the side of ice anymore. Movement, heat. Those are top two, and those other things are also very important. He believes with um, red light and vibration, which not everyone has access to those two things, but movement and heat anyone can do. You go put that on your skin. I could be probably 2 times more beneficial than icing because icing slows down the process, and then if you put a little bit of heat, it probably make it a little faster, but you're not slowing it down definitely. Like I was saying, I was just hoping someone would tell me this when I was younger, since I had this recurring injury with my ankle and didn't have much guidance at all. It was just same thing and hope it would happen and send me out to the field, and then same thing happened. And so I'm just talking to the person who feels lost like that and is doing the same things but isn't having any answers or anything like that. So if you're not if what you're doing is not working, then try something else. Movement, heat, vibration, red light. And these blood techniques that I'm going to offer you should help. Even just moving your toes, that's going to be better than icing, because that's everything goes up the chain. If you're moving your toes and able to articulate it, whoa, you see stuff moving there, right? So there's blood, there's things moving. But if you're ice and you're still and you're like atrophying the muscle, like, and the tendon and the joint, like, that's not going to do much. If you just want to be in a wheelchair all your life and you just want to feel good after icing, like that, sure. But if you actually want to improve and do something and be something that you're not, moving and getting your body doing different things is what's going to help.